he's winner of the match. And 106-pound wrestlers, please report to their respective tables.
Our 106-pound championship match is going to feature Preston Seebacher of Mauston High School with a record of 30-7. His opponent is Frank Jurisch of Whitehall, who has a 26-6 record. Seebacher was third place in a bunch of tournaments this year, and he is now in a championship at the 2025 Indee Invitational. Jurisch from Whitehall was third in his regionals last year. He also participates in cross country and band at Whitehall High School. Seebacher also plays football and baseball at Mauston High School. Wrestlers are on their feet. Nobody's taking any kind of meaningful action yet. They're trying to set something up. Seebacher received 2 byes to start the tournament as he was the #1 seed, and then he pinned a wrestler from Osseo Fairchild to get into the championships. Jurisch had 2 byes to start the tournament, and then pinned a wrestler from Onalaska to make it into the finals. Wrestlers are in a head-to-head tie-up, ear to ear. Jurisch tries to reach for an ankle, but comes up with nothing. Your head official for this match, Mr. Gail Pronjinski of Hudson, and there is a 2 takedown for Preston Seebacher. So Seebacher is up 3-0. Mr. Gail Pronjinski, the head referee, originally from the Wamedy area. His assistant on the mat right now is Ernie Brodsky, who was the longtime coach at Melrose Mindoro High School and now officiating. That is the end of our first period. So Seebacher gets the takedown, and he has a 3-0 lead. Jurisch wins the toss. He chooses to defer his choice to the third period, and Seebacher chooses to go in the down position. He's going to hope to get an escape or a reversal. And Seebacher comes out with a 1-point escape, and now another takedown. So he scored a quick 1 and then another 3 and is now ahead 7-0.
So Matthias Mansell is your 5th place winner from Clear Lake.
We got a potentially dangerous call by the official. Something didn't look good, and he decided rather than get a wrestler injured, we're going to stop the action there. We get a restart in the center. Jurisch tried to sit out. Seebacher countered that pretty well. Seebacher trying to work something on the right side. Trying to pressure that shoulder down. He can't get anywhere. Our official warning Jurisch for stalling, as he didn't appear to be doing anything to get out of there. Seebacher again driving that arm bar across, and he is close to near fall, but not there yet. Now he is. You can see our official waving his hands, but he only counted once, so no points are awarded. Seebacher again pulling that far elbow, trying to rotate, and we've got a stalling point awarded against Jurisch. Seebacher has an 8-0 lead at this point. Seebacker's profile sheet also says his grandfather was inducted into the Boston Wrestling Hall of Fame, and his uncle Chuck is also in the Boston Wrestling Hall of Fame. Third period, the score remains 8-0 in favor of Preston Seebecker of Boston. Seebecker is a senior. Jurish is a junior. Seebecker with another takedown. He gets 3 points and now has a 11-0 lead in the match. Working on a half Nelson, crossface, nothing going there. Okay, Jurish tries a little roll but doesn't get anything out of it. And we got another stalling point called against Jurish. Referee indicating that he is not making his best effort to score in the match. He apparently is just trying to avoid being pinned or tech fault. Seebecker with the armbar. He's trying to drive that across. And now we have a third stalling, which is 2 points. The third stalling is 2 points. A fourth stalling penalty is disqualification. So the score is now 14-0. Seebecker as the seconds close down here in the first period. That's our match. Preston Seebecker of Boston, your winner with a 14-0 win over Frank Jurish of Whitehall. Okay, we are moving into the 113-pound championship match. Our contestants are Evan Thau of Eau Claire Memorial in the purple uniform and Landon Miller of Boston in the blue and golds. Miller getting very aggressive to start here. Miller has a record of 26-6, and Thau has a record of 33-7. Can you give me the profile sheets for?
Yeah, they're right here for you. I didn't want to.
3-point takedown. He's got elbow control here, looking for a cheap tilt.
Both wrestlers still on their feet. We have a minute and 25 seconds remaining in the first period.
Better work. Working on coffee grinder.
Thau from Memorial has a 33-7 record. Landon Miller from Boston has a 26-6 record. And we're tied up, but no points. Thau tries the big toss, and it didn't get him where he wanted to. He ended up on his back. Our referee is counting near fall. That's Ernie Brodsky, formerly the head coach at Melrose Mindoro, and he awards the 4 near fall points. So Landon Miller takes a 7-0 lead, and he just throw on his back again, and there is the fall. So your champion by pin in the 113-pound weight class is Landon Miller of Mauston. We are ready to start the 120-pound championship match at the 2025 Indee Invitational. Your contestants are going to be Jaden Vanderhoff of Mauston Necedah in the blue and Lane Anderson of Amory in the gray, black, and red. Anderson was the #1 seed. He comes in with a 26-1 record. He is a senior. Vanderhoof is only a sophomore, and he has a 23-6 record. Lane Anderson has had a 3rd place and a 5th place finish at the state tournament, and he was the outstanding wrestler this year at the Arcadia Raider Challenge. Vanderhoof of Mauston was 3rd in the Sauk Prairie tournament, 4th at Sparta. He was 2nd in his conference. We have Anderson in on the leg. He's got it up on his hip, trying to work something to get him down, maybe a trip, maybe a step through. He's driving on that hip, stepping over the leg, pulling his head out, and he gets the 3-point takedown. Your official for this match, the assistant official is Mr. Bill Guza from Independence.
Got some cross-release action here, looking for a cheek throw. Ends period 1.
Anderson controlling on top.
Will get the decision here. He defers. Choice is now Moan. Moan is down 3. Chooses the check.
Anderson keeping the pressure on.
One takedown. Both wrestlers looking to
Warning for stalling against Vanderhoff on the bottom.
rule changes in WIA wrestling, high school wrestling. Takedown.
Your head official is Mr. Lynn Eisensee, who has done the state tournament a number of times. He is from the Sparta area. And that is the end of the first period. It is 3-0. Anderson received a bye in the first 2 rounds, and then he won on a technical fall and a major decision to make it here to the finals. Vanderhoof got 2 byes in the first 2 rounds, and then he advanced on 2 pins to make his way here to the finals. So,
Once again, another change in scoring that point. Used to be 2 for a 2-count, 3 for a 5-count. Now get an extra point with the 5-count.
not sure what the discussion is here,
Holds that iron is Pearson.
but it appears that Lane Anderson has deferred and that Vanderhoof chose to stay on his feet to begin the second period.
Watching kids fight, right?
So,
It's a team sport.
both wrestlers sparring, trying to find some kind of opening to attack.
Moan doing a nice job here fighting, remaining off those 2 shoulder blades for a 2-count.
Anderson in on the
Making the adjustments.
leg again. Vanderhoff countered that pretty well. Got him off.
120 pounds. Hakan Peterson from Boston. What's your record? 10-9.
Fighting for some advantage here.
Next up, we will have 126-pound match.
Of Hudson is your 3rd place finisher.
There is 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in the second period. It is 3-0. Lane Anderson in the gray, black, and red uniform with the lead.
Peterson of Mauston Necedah is your 5th place finisher.
Anderson again into the leg. Vanderhoof trying to counter the head, trying to push the head down to the mat and force him to let go of the leg, and he does, and he's behind him but not down on the mat, no control. Anderson in on the leg again, and he turns the corner. That is a 3-point takedown. And now he's got the leg in, he's hooked him with the crossbody, turned him over. Our official has counted. We're going to have near fall awarded here. Our official indicating 4 near fall points. So the lead goes to 10-0 in favor of Lane Anderson of Amory. And he chooses to start on his feet. Anderson again, he's in deep and he gets that 3-point takedown. Now if he gets a turn here, we could be looking at a technical fall. Our official is counting. Near fall is going to be awarded. This is going to be a technical fall. He's going to get at least 3 points near fall. And he awards the 4. Lane Anderson of Mauston, your 17-0 winner over Jaden Vanderhoof of Mauston. A technical fall is awarded when one of the wrestlers is ahead by 15 or more points. The match is ended, and it's called a technical fall. We are now moving to the 126-pound championship match. Our contestants are Easton Wopat, who is a freshman from Royal. He's in the dark gray and black with the red shoes. He has a record of 11-9. His opponent now in on a leg is Breck Peterson of Mauston. Peterson has the leg up and the takedown. Peterson is a junior and he has a 25-14 record. A lot of matches. Peterson rolls him over, and our official, Mr. Bill Guzza, has counted near fall. So we're going to have some points awarded here when this situation is over. He's got him again in a position where he could have near fall or get the fall. Peterson from Boston trying to put the pressure on, and Wopat works his way out of it. So 4 points near fall are awarded, and Breck Peterson has a 7-0 lead. Peterson locking up a cradle and got him on his back. This does not look good, and there is your fall. Breck Peterson of Mauston with a fall in the first period, 1 minute and 23 seconds. So Breck Peterson of Mauston, your Indee Invitational champion at 126 pounds. We are now ready for our 132-pound championship match. Your contestants, Liam Neitzel of Hudson High School with a 42-1 record. He is a defending state champion. His opponent, Weston Ingham of Amory, who is only a sophomore, placed second at state in Division II. So this should be the premier match of this tournament. 2 state place winners, and only one of them is going to win the Indee Invitational. Liam Neitzel of Hudson in the dark blue. Weston Ingram of Amory in the white, black, and red.
In third place, Austin Schmidt of Hudson. Second place, Evan Dye of Eau Claire Memorial. And the 2025 Indee Invitational champion from Boston, Minnesota, Landon Lee.
And here we are ready to go. Our head official, Mr. Steve Schutte out of Menominee. Mr. Schutte has done numerous state tournaments. Very accomplished official. His assistant, Matt Pronginski, who wrestled at Whitehall and now lives in rural Arcadia, has done a bunch of state tournaments, and I know, in fact, is doing the state team tournament this year. So we're off to a start. Liam Neitzel in on that leg. Can't seem to get the lift. Ingham countered that very well. These are two very good wrestlers. Both these guys advanced with 2 byes and then 2 falls. Ingham never even went to the second period, and Neitzel did not either. They both won their matches on first period falls. And they're off the mat. It is still 0-0. Ingham hanging onto that elbow. Neitzel trying to drive him upward. Neitzel in on the leg again. He's been in there several times and hasn't been able to finish. And there is our takedown. Liam Neitzel scoots behind, gets control, and takes a 3-0 lead as we are coming down to about 35 seconds remaining in the first period, and we apparently have some blood time. Whenever a wrestler is bleeding from the nose or the mouth or any kind of a cut or whatsoever, that is going to be an immediate stoppage to the match, and they're going to get that situation addressed. They have 5 minutes to get that wrestler prepared to compete. So Neitzel, who leads, is being worked on, and they're checking him over, and it looks like we're ready to go again. Okay. Weston Ingham of Amory down on the mat. Liam Neitzel of Hudson on top. We've got 33 seconds remaining in the match. Neitzel driving hard on that right side, trying to get something to try to turn him. But again, these are both very good wrestlers. Going to be tough to get back points. Neitzel riding him very hard. He's quite high, but he's putting a lot of pressure on him to keep his head down on the mat. And we have the end of the first period. Liam Neitzel of Hudson still ahead, 3-0. He defers the choice for the second period to Ingham from Amory. Ingham chooses the down position. Neitzel uses the international start and gives him the escape. So he gives up a 1-point escape. It's 3-1. Ingham in on the leg. He's in deep, but Neitzel appears to be countering well. And now he's come up with a cradle, and he has control. Shoulder not turned toward the mat enough yet. Our official counted, I believe, once. Now he's counted twice. And we're going to have back points awarded here. Neitzel very deep in on this. And there's the pin. So Liam Neitzel of Hudson wins by a fall in 2 minutes and 39 seconds. He is your champion at 132 pounds at the 2025 Indee Invitational. Okay, we are going to start our championship match at 138 pounds. Antonio Sowell of Amory in the gray, red, and black, and his opponent Grant Klimek of Independence Gilmington in the purple. Sowell advanced with 2 pins and a major decision in this tournament. He's in on the leg. Klimek trying to counter. He's blocking the opposite leg, trying to stop Sowell from lifting him. And it's working so far. Sowell trying to sneak around the back. Klimek countering well. Sowell's in deep, but Klimek's doing a good job of countering. He's getting his hips back. Klimek advanced with a pin, a technical fall, and a major decision to make it here in a championship match. Sowell is a junior, Klimek is a sophomore. And so it is still 0-0. We are under a minute remaining in the first period.
He's got a choice. Chooses top. CFC wrestler.
Antonio Sowell, Amory in on the leg again. He's in deep. Klimek again countering well. Your head official for this match, Mr. Matt Pronginski, assisted by Steve Schutte. And Klimek fighting that takedown very well. He's tying him up. We may get a no control. No control as of yet. And that time runs out. No points are awarded. So it is 0-0. Antonio Sowell of Amory won the toss. He has deferred his choice to the third. And Klimek apparently has chosen the top position. Wants to try to turn him. Klimek with a crossbody right in. He's got that leg hooked on the far side. He now gives up the escape. He let him go. So it is 1-0 in favor of Sowell from Amory. Klimek needs a takedown. Sowell in on that ankle again. Klimek again trying to counter. Sowell trying to drive that hip to the mat so he can get his head around, and he does. He gets the takedown and has a 4-0 lead now. Antonio Sowell of Amory on top. Grant Klimek of Independence in the down position. Sowell looks like he's got an arm bar and he's trying to use it, but Klimek is countering that, trying to stay to his belly and reach back, try to get something to work with. Sowell again working that right arm, trying to get something back. He's pressuring Klimek down to the mat pretty well, and our official has warned Soel for stalling. He was just hanging on that arm and hanging on that arm and not doing enough to be aggressive. And so he gets a warning, no points. Klimek with a nice stand-up, but Soel countered that well. Klimek now tried to sit out. Klimek with a little roll through at the end of the second period, but nothing comes out of that. Soel's going to take a 4-0 lead into the third period, and Klimek is down on the mat. Klimek with a nice sit, now a stand up, and he gets the point. It's 4-1. A takedown here would tie the match for Klimek. Soel deep in on that leg again. Klimek trying to counter. He's controlling the ankle in the back. Trying to counter that attempt at a takedown. And our official indicates a stalemate position where neither wrestler can improve their position. And they're going to start again in the center. We have 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining in the third period, excuse me. And Grant Klimek needs a takedown to tie. Klimek reaches for the ankle but doesn't come up with anything. Soel takes the shot. He's in on the right knee of Klimek, and Klimek again is countering as he did before, attacking the leg on the other side, and we get another stalemate situation declared. Soel deep in again, he gets the trip, and he drops Klimek down to the mat for the 3-point takedown. He now has a commanding 7-1 lead with 25 seconds remaining in the match. He's going to try to ride this time out.
Live stream. Let me ask.
And we're off the mat. There are 13 seconds remaining in the match.
Do we still have a live stream?
It is 7-1.
Oh, we don't have it? Oh, maybe. I have to look and see.
Antonio Soel of Amory in control on top, and he is going to win this match.
Probably a couple weeks.
There we go. It is a 7-1 victory for Antonio Soel of Amory, who was a state qualifier last year.
Your champion at 138, Antonio Soel of Amory.
Okay, we are here at 144 pounds. Our contestants in the black with gold stripes is Joey Baker of Durand, Arkansas. His opponent, Sam Marsalik of Independence, Gilmington. Baker has a 29-4 record. Marsalik 32-8. Marsalik was the champion at the Whitehall tournament, and he was 4th place in the lacrosse tournament and at the Arcadia tournament. Baker was 3rd place at an invite already this year, and he was a regional champ and a regional qualifier. Marsalik has twice qualified for the sectionals, so both of these guys have a pretty good background, and we may have a very evenly matched pair here. Apparently Baker has some sort of a little muscle pull or something. They're trying to work that out. We've got an injury time. For an injury, the wrestler has 2 minutes to prepare himself to wrestle. And our official, Gail Pronjinski, indicates we're ready to go. It's 0-0. Marsalic tried the shot. Baker trying to follow him off the mat, and both wrestlers were off the mat, so no takedown is awarded. It's still 0-0, 1 minute remaining in that first period. It is early, and I think we got a couple of evenly matched wrestlers here.
No points awarded, stays on their way. Our referee Steve Shooty has been in the business for a long time.
Baker tried to get the lower leg on his shot, came up with nothing. Both wrestlers with a big underhook.
He's going to be given 1 point escape here by the referee as they work their way off.
Okay, now we are in a ear-to-ear tie-up. And Baker takes the shot. He's in on the leg. Marsalic trying to counter. Baker got a good lift, but can't get behind. And we are off the mat again. So Marsalic was very fortunate to get off the mat and not give up that takedown. There's only 5 seconds remaining in this period. And that is the end of the period. It is still 0-0. Joey Baker, Durand, Arkansas. Sam Marsalic, Independence, Gilmington. Marsalic is going to the down position, hoping to score an escape or a reversal. He does a quick sit out. Now he's coming to his feet. He's trying to peel those hands free. Baker forces him back down to the mat. Baker trying to put a leg in the middle, and Marsalic tried to turn against it. He's got Baker's leg caught underneath. But I don't know if he's got anything he can really use here. He's got the leg caught. And our official calls a stalemate. Neither wrestler in a position that they can better themselves. So it's a stalemate. Marsalic again goes down. Marsalic with a quick sit. Baker does a very good job of following that sit out. Marsalic trying to clear the hands underneath. Baker with a half Nelson. Oh, he put an illegal hold on. Our official got that full Nelson, and Marsalic gets a penalty point. He is up 1-0. Marsalic was in a match earlier today, and he was behind and came back and got a pin, which was a big turnaround for him today. Boosted him right into this championship match. Marsalic on his feet. Baker puts in the crossbody ride. Our official calls potentially dangerous, as the one wrestler's full weight was borne by the other. Marsalic with a nice deep sit out, but Baker followed well.
Whistle start. Whistle roll. Not going to do it.
Potentially dangerous called.
2 more back points for Henry Avancia.
Baker was trying to put it in an arm bar, and he got that arm hooked in a bad way. Marsalic again down on the mat with 40 seconds to try to get some points here. He's got a penalty point, which puts him in the lead, but he needs to get something here. 24 seconds remaining.
Tell you what, the boy loses 5th place now.
10 seconds in the second period. Marsalic with a sit and a turn, but Baker follows very well. And
17-10.
we got another illegal. Unbelievable. And so Marsalic gets another point. He's up 2-0. Marsalic with a couple of quick sits, one each way, and comes to his feet but can't score. So Joey Baker of Durand has chosen the neutral position for the third period.
Your fifth place finisher, Henry Cash of Osceola Fairchild.
Takedown here would give Marsalic the lead by 5. If he could get that takedown. If Baker can get a takedown, he would take a 3-2 lead. Marsalic tried to counter, and he does very well. He's got on his back in a dangerous situation. And there's the pin. A big surprise move again by Sam Marsalic to get that pin. That just kind of came out of nowhere, threw him right to his back, squeezed him up, and your champion for the 2025 Indee Invitational at 144 pounds is Sam Marsalic of Independence, Gilmington.
Hey boy, Sam, nice job!
Oh, Tracy's crying.
All right, 150 pounds here.
At 150, wrestling your mid-place match on match 3, Garden Fry of Monson versus Beach Punch of Eau Claire Memorial. Your third place match on match 1, Stephen Atherton of Prescott versus Billy Miller of Blair Taylor. And your championship match, Stephen Paulson of Clear Lake versus J.E.
We are at 150 pounds. We got DJ Minder of Hudson, who is a junior with a 31-8 record. And he is putting his opponent to the back. That is Caden Parkson of Clear Lake. Paulson, a senior with a 20-2 record. And we get 4 near fall again. And it is now 10-2 with the escape. And there's a nice shuck, beautiful move on his part. He gets the 3-point. That is Minder again. He has a 13-2 lead. Paulson tried to sit out, didn't get anywhere. Minder countering. He's got a wrist. Pulled the ankle to break him down. Got him down on the mat. He's now trying to work a far side cradle. And he looks like he's getting close to locking that up. If he locks that up, he's going to tilt him back onto his back. Still working that far side cradle. Now he's giving it up. Going to try to work something else. And that's the end of the first period. It is 13-2. J.D. Minder of Hudson with a heck of a first period. Minder gets to his feet. Paulson has the leg up. Minder trying to counter, and he does. He flips him over right to his back. He's going to get 3 takedown and near fall. And we have a 17-2 technical fall in 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Minder dominated that match from start to finish. He is your 150-pound Indee Invitational champion for 2025. Our contestants are going to be Grant Leach of Hudson in the dark blue against Magnum Mogo of Clear Lake. Leach is a sophomore and Mogo is a freshman. Leach has a 20-17 record. Mogo 28-11. So should be a good matchup here. Mogo placed at the Barron, Shell Lake, and New Richmond tournaments. He placed 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. He's got a chance to win a championship today. Leach was in on the leg, came out with nothing. A lot of movement, but not much action. And now we have him down on the mat. He's got the takedown. That's a pin. Grant Leach from Hudson stuns everybody with that quick throw to the mat and a pin in 49 seconds. So our champion at 157 pounds is Grant Leach of Hudson for the 2025 Indee Invitational. Okay, we are going to move to 165 pounds. Our contestants, Jackson Bender of Royal, who doesn't have a lot of matches, but he does have a 14-3 record, which is pretty respectable. His opponent is Grant Draveling of Hudson. Draveling has a 20-17 record, so he's got as many losses as Bender has total matches, which is kind of interesting. Bender is a 2-time all-conference wrestler. He also plays football, baseball at Royal High School in Elroy, Wisconsin. Your official, Mr. Bill Guza. Bender in the black and gold. Grant Draveling in the dark blue with the white stripes on the thighs. Bender is also a 3-time all-conference running back and a 2-time all-conference linebacker in football. So apparently a very, very good football player. Bender advanced with 3 pins. Draveling advanced with 3 pins. So here we are in the championship match. Neither wrestler doing anything even close to scoring yet, and we're under a minute. Bender in on the leg now. He's got the thigh deep, trying to lift. Draveling countering with a crossface. Bender trying to turn that corner and lift. We're going to run out of time here in the first period, and we have no score. Jackson Bender of Royal, Grant Draveling of Hudson. Draveling of Hudson down on the bottom. Bender controlling, he lets him go. He gave him that escape. So Draveling scores the escape and is up 1-0. Bender deep in on the shot. He's got him on his hip. He's got a good chance to finish this. Draveling countering well, forcing Bender to the mat. He may come out back. And he does. Draveling with the takedown is now up 4-0. Draveling controlling. He's got the wrist caught underneath. Now he lets it go. Working on a cradle. Can't lock it up. And we are off the mat. Jackson Bender Royal will go down on the mat. He trails 4-0.
Back in, takes back for his head, drives deep into the single leg. He can drive, get that head up, he's got to get the head up to the outside, gets the hips up, turns it over. Come on, get your legs up, there you go. Takes back deep on a single.
Our official warning Bender for stalling on the bottom.
Chase back steps over the top, got to get his hips up.
Bender with the turn, he comes out with the one and a big toss, a huge toss. He caught Draveling, and time is out. He gets the 4 near fall to take a 8-4 lead. But if he'd had time left, he had a tremendous opportunity to get a pin in there. He ran out of time.
He calls the caution.
So Bender leads 8-4. He's down on the bottom. He has been warned for stalling, so he's got to get moving here instead of giving up points. Draveling pressuring hard on the upper body, and he's hooking the leg. Trying to keep him down on the mat. Trying to pull something back. He looks like he's working on a cradle again on the near side. Can't lock it up. Bender gets to his feet. He needs to clear the hands. Can he peel the hands? We are back down to the mat. And Grant Draveling looks like he's going to give him the escape. And he does. He pushes him off the mat. And so he gives Bender the point. It's now 9-4. It's now 9-4. Traveling in on the leg. He's got it up off the mat. Tries to throw Bender. Can't get him to fall the right way. Bender counters that. And he scoots behind for the takedown. And now we have a pretty good lead here for Jackson Bender of Royal. He is up 12-4 with 28 seconds left. Traveling needing something drastic here in the last 24 seconds, and I don't think he's going to get it. Bender gives him the escape. So it's 12-5. Bender in on the shot. He's going to hang on that leg. He's going to hang on that and let the clock run. And that is our match. Your champion with a 12-5 decision in the finals here is Jackson Bender of Royal. Our wrestlers in the championship match at 175 pounds. Espen Sweers of Mauston, and he will be wrestling Devin Hutzel of Whitehall. Sweers has a 30-6 record. Hutzel 22-8. Hutzel was third in the Whitehall invite and fourth at Cadott, so he has placed in some tournaments. Sweers won the tournament at Royal High School. He was second in the Sparta invite and 10th in the bi-state. Mr. Steve Schutte, our official. Minute and a half left in the first period. Both wrestlers in a tie-up. Sweers pinned 3 wrestlers to make it here to the finals. Hutzel had 2 buys, a pin, and a very narrow decision of 10-9 to make it into the championship match. So, Espen Sweers with the takedown takes a 3-0 lead. Sweers trying to get him to turn over and couldn't quite get it. Hutzel got back to his belly after he looked like he might have been in trouble. Now he's on his back again. Our official counted just once. That does not score. Sweers has that wrist caught between the crotch, and he's got kind of an arm bar there, and he's trying to tilt him toward his back, and he's got him, but now our official is counting, and we're going to have at least 2 near fall, and he gives him 3. We get 3-point near fall for Espen Sweers of Mauston. He now has a 6-0 lead. Hutzel chooses the neutral position for the start of our second period. Sweers deep in, nice lift, takes him to the mat. That's 3 more points. He's now got an arm trap behind the back. He's going to try to use that with a bar or something here. Stepping across, turning him toward his back. He is in big trouble right now. And there's the pin. Espen Sweers of Mauston wins the 175-pound championship match with a pin in 2 minutes and 32 seconds over Devin Hutzel of Whitehall. We are 3 weight classes from finishing the tournament. This is now the 190-pound weight class. Your contestants are going to be Hayden Gillen of Mauston, who's a senior with a 32-4 record. He's ranked 3rd in the state in D2, and he placed 5th in the bi-state tournament. His opponent, Maxwell Lewis Cohen of Eau Claire Memorial, is 34-6. He is also a senior at Eau Claire Memorial. According to his profile sheet, he was a first place winner at the Stanley, Auburndale, Cumberland, and Chautauqua tournaments. So, Hayden Gillen in the black and gold. Maxwell Lewis Cone in the purple and white for Eau Claire Memorial. Your head official, Mr. Matt Pronjinski.
It's a takedown right to his back. It's Hills.
Neither wrestler with anything that amounted to much of an attack here.
Your fifth place finisher, Steve Meyer of Cottertown City.
We are off the mat. That could have gone either way for a while there, and it turns out with no score by either wrestler. Hayden Gillen of Mauston, Maxwell Lewis Cone of Memorial. Gillen deep in on the shot. He does a nice lift, turned the hips really well, had a deep double leg, and he gets the 3-point takedown. He's working him toward his back. The official counted once. Now he's counted more than once. We're going to have some near fall points. And this is a tough situation. He looks like he's got him pretty close. And we get 4 near fall as the period ends with Maxwell Lewin Cohen on his back. So Hayden Gillen of Mauston has a 7-0 lead. Lewis Cohen of Memorial takes the down position and he gets the escape. He scores. It's now 7-1. Lewis Cohen with a shot, but they're by the edge of the mat. I don't think he's going to be able to finish this and stay on the mat. Hayden Gillen countering with a whizzer, pushing that shoulder down. Now he stands up out of it, deep in on a single, switches to a double, and he turns the hips again. He may be able to scoot around the corner here. And he is awarded the 3 takedown, and he's got a half Nelson. He is cranking that big time. And he has got him on his back, rolled through, coming back. Our official is counting, and the pin. So your champion at 190 pounds is Hayden Gillen of Mauston with a pin in 3 minutes and 2 seconds over Maxwell Lewis Cohen of Eau Claire Memorial.
Good job, Chase.
We are now at the 215-pound weight class. We got the big boys coming. Our participants are Dawson Clymer of Hudson. He is a senior with a 41-3 record. He was 4th in the bi-state, 3rd in the Cheesehead. Both of those are very prestigious tournaments. So those are excellent things about him. His opponent, Caden Hanchy of Whitehall, has a 17-4 record. He is only a junior, and he was 2nd at the Whitehall invite. Caden also participates in football and powerlifting at Whitehall High School.
Second matchup between Lincoln Colombo.
Clymer with a little push by, and he gets the takedown. And a 3-0 lead. Dawson Clymer scored 3 pins on his way to the championship match. He gives the escape to Hanschel. So it is now 3-1. Hanschel had 3 falls. Also, Dawson Clymer again with another takedown. So he extends his lead to 6-1. He's got a nice bar in there, and he's trying to turn him over. And he had him on his back, couldn't keep him. Hanschel did a really good job of coming off his back, but there is the pin. Your winner by fall at 215 pounds is Dawson Clymer of Hudson. He is the 215-pound champion at the 2025 Indee Invitational. And we are at 285 pounds. Our head official, Mr. Gail Prunjinski. Our participants are Andrew Brager of Independence Gilmington. He has a 27-4 record. He was 2nd at the lacrosse invite, and he has over 100 career wins for Independence High School. Brager advanced on 3 falls to the finals. His opponent, Caden Belsack of Pittsville, also had 2 falls and a tech fall to advance. So here we are, 285 pounds. Independence with a chance to win a 2nd title here today, as Sam Mersolic won earlier. None of the other schools in the Dairyland have won a title here today. Brager loses the takedown. And Belsack gives him the escape. It's 3-1. 3 on the takedown, 1 for the escape. Belsack trying to lock up behind Brager and trip him. Brager forces him down. He used his weight really well there and pushed Belsack down to the mat and got the takedown. So Brager has a 4-3 lead. And now we get the escape. It's 4-4. 48 seconds remaining in the first period. Both wrestlers with a big, deep underhook, looking for something to lock up. Belsack again trying to trip. Brager maintained his balance, and he keeps getting in there. Brager goes down, but he pulls Belsack with him, and Belsack ends up on top with the 3-point takedown. It is now 7-4 in favor of Caden Belsack. Belsack defeated Hanson of Mauston in the semifinals. He is on an injury timeout right now. Brager of Independence pinned Bouch of Whitehall in the semifinals. And Brager trails 7-4.
stoppage here of time, you might have blood samples.
I don't know if we've got him vomiting or what in the blood pail.
A lot of different action happening there, folks. I don't know exactly what the final call was.
Okay. So Belsic has only used 45 seconds of his injury timeout.
Down by 2 with 89 seconds remaining in the second period. Bone. 3 times. I'm getting that elbow just like he is now here.
Not sure what the discussion is at the bench, but Gail Prodzinski discussing with the scorer.
Remaining 10 seconds in the second period going into the third.
Your scorer over there is Mr. Jake Blaha, former heavyweight for Independence. So, Brager is going in the down position. We have 11 seconds remaining. If he could get an escape, that would be great.
Let's go, Drew, gotta go!
Yeah, he does. That's his option. He can't split one.
Basilic keeps the pressure on Brager, rides him out. First period is ended. Belsic has won the toss and he deferred. Brager chose neutral, so he wants to get a takedown. Brager with the underhooks, and Belsic trying to lock up behind Brager's back. Both wrestlers pummeling for something to get a really good grip. And they look like they're going to try to throw, which for heavyweights is fairly common. Both wrestlers with an underhook and an overhook right now. We're in an ear-to-ear tie-up. Belsic comes down on top as they go to the mat. Looked like Brager tried to pull him down and his lock slipped a little bit, and Belsic comes out on top. He now has a pretty good 10-4 lead here. Drew Brager of the Indies needs to get going here. Brager with the escape. So it's 10-5. Brager again tries the headlock, and that slips out, and he falls down, and Belsic gets the takedown again. So twice that has kind of backfired on Brager, and it is now 13-5, and Brager has drawn a warning for stalling as he is just kind of sitting there on the bottom. Head down on the mat is not a good sign. And the period ends. It's 13-5.
Let's go, Drew, gotta go! Okay, and smart.
Brager in the down position.
Gotta go!
Caden Belsic of Pittsville on top. He's riding that left ankle. Brager reaching back, peels the ankle, but he's got his head on the mat, which is not a good thing. We got a stalling called against Brager now. A head down on the mat, not showing the official he's making an attempt. He gets penalized. It's now 14-5 in favor of Belsic. Belsilik keeping the pressure on, trying to break Brogger down. He's got a half Nelson in. Trying to drive. We got another penalty point called against Brogger. He is just keeping his head on the mat and trying to not get pinned at this point. And our official has penalized him for stalling twice. So it's 15-5 with 37 seconds remaining in the match. Looks like Belsilik is going to ride this out with no problem. Again, stalling. We got a 2-point stalling call, and that brings up a technical fall. No, he's only up by 12. But they stop it because of the 2-point penalty. Brogger's down, and the top wrestler has his choice, is the reason that they have that. (17-5) as our closing seconds tick away here. Caden Belsilik of Pittsville over Drew Brogger, 17-5 in the championship at 285 pounds. And that is the final match for the 2025 Indee Invitational.